Hey guys, welcome to Hold My Beer. I'm going to follow Jesus. If you could smash that like button, give me a follow, I'd really appreciate it. And share this with whoever God puts on your heart today. So I was thinking, have you ever felt like you're too broken for Jesus? You're too dirty. You've made too many mistakes in your life that if he were to ever even look your way, he'd be like, nah, no, nope, step away. Have you ever felt like that? Do you feel like that? You want to hear something really cool? You want to hear something really cool? Okay, I'll tell you. That's not true. It's not true. You're not too broken. You're not too dirty. I think somebody messed with this. Oh, there we go. That sounds a lot better. You're not too broken. You're not too dirty. And Jesus would not tell you to step away. I was talking to my husband today, and he's a pessimist. Everything is negative, right? He's not optimistic at all. And he always says, I can't. I'm not. And I don't know how many times in the many years we've been together that I've had that conversation with him. Like, when you speak it, it becomes reality. So you got to stop speaking negative over yourself. No more, I can't. It's, I don't understand right now, right? So we were talking about, I'm sorry, my Yorkie poo is losing her mind. We hatched a chick in our incubator. She loves baby chicks, and she loves to go up on the counter now and look at the baby. So she is scratching at my door because she wants to see the baby. So I apologize. We're going to ignore her for now. As I was saying, with God, all things are possible. All things. So when I was talking to him, I'm like, can you say that? Can you say that? And I actually made him speak it out loud. With God, all things are possible. I'm like, what's the what's the key words here? And he's like, all. And I'm like, yeah, with God. With God, all things are possible. You think it's impossible? It ain't. It ain't. It's not impossible. Absolutely not. With God, all things are possible. That means that your brokenness that could never be put together, that nobody could ever fix, with God, all things are possible. You are fixed. You are healed. You are put back together. Have you ever seen those Chinese, Japanese? I don't know, because I am an American uncultured person. But the bowls that have like the gold veins in them, and everybody thinks they're really, really pretty, and if you buy them, they're super, super expensive. But it's like a beautiful bowl, and then it's like somebody painted gold veins all over it. And you want to know the secret about those bowls? You want to know the secret? They were shattered, beautiful bowls. They were shattered. And then they used the gold to put them back together. So, what is that bowl showing us? There's beauty. There is beauty in the breaks. There is beauty in the brokenness. Again, I might get this a little wonky, but the point is still the same. God talks about making beautiful things out of ashes. And he makes beautiful things from ashes. Like a phoenix. You were like a phoenix, my friend. You think you're broken. You think you're unfixable. You think you're too far gone for him. No. No. You need to let go and let God. Because you are like the phoenix. You are going to rise beautifully from those ashes and become something that you never thought you could if you let God. I was talking to my father-in-law today, and he watches these videos. So, hi mom, hi dad. He was saying how proud he is of me doing this and having the ability to speak. And the question was asked, like, how do you do it? Do you write it down? Do you rehearse it? No, this is completely flying off the handle. And I just told him today that I didn't know when I was going to make my next video. I wasn't sure. I wait for God to like reveal and let him speak to me. And I was driving to get my son from the bus stop, and God's like, oh my gosh, I just got it. I just bought this shirt. Beauty of ashes. To give them a beautiful, what does that say? I don't know what that says. Oh, headdress instead of ashes. Isaiah 61:3. Okay, I just grabbed this shirt off of my clean clothes pile that I have yet to put away. And I went outside and I was planting, and then had to run uptown to get a part for the lawnmower, and we're doing stuff today that needed to get done, and then we're getting our chicken coop, well, whatever, this thing that we bought for the chickens to protect them from predators. And so that's where my concentration was today. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I was listening to sermons and stuff and a podcast on my phone while I was out planting my flowers, and I was in the word, or like, I actually haven't read my Bible today, so I will do that tonight. But I was in conversation with God, and I was letting him reveal a lot. I didn't even think 2 thoughts of my shirt today, to tell you the truth. Not 2. And then I was driving to get my son, and God was like, I seen a picture in my head of a bowl, those bowls with the golden veins in them. And I was reminded how there is beauty from the brokenness, because in the conversation with my father-in-law, I'm sorry, I'm kind of all over the place. He was saying how proud he was of me for doing this, and how do I come up with it? And I don't know. I have no idea. None whatsoever. I'm just letting God speak to me, and then I share with you guys. And whatever I say is how it happens. Um, but I forgot what I was gonna, oh, that's what I was gonna say. Um, 5 years ago, 5 years ago, if you would have told me 5 years ago that not only would I be on fire for Jesus, I would not be swearing every other word, I would become a modest woman of God, and I would be running a YouTube channel, podcast, whatever you want to call this, helping others get to Jesus the way I have, or that I would be calling it "Hold My Beer, I'm Following Jesus." I would have really thought you would have needed to be put into the mental asylum, the insane asylum. No, that was not in my plan. That was not even in my realm of possibility at all. Mm-mm. No, thank you. Um, and what did I say about 3 years ago? God put this amazing woman of God in my life. And I didn't know this at the time, but she has mentored many women to come to Jesus, and she brings them deeper with Jesus and meets the Holy Spirit. And like, if I mean, wow. And then she took crazy chick right here on. I am not kidding when I said I spoke like a sailor. Trashy talk, trashy language, little to no modesty. I was a wild child. Um, and when she started mentoring me, there was it was never lost on me how broken I was. I knew how broken I was. It was never lost on me that I had a lot of healing to do. Um, but wow, she let God work through her. And then my life changed. Everything about my life changed for the better. It's been a wild, wild ride. So 5 years ago, I didn't think I was going to even be like on fire for Jesus, much less doing this. And this is wild. I see the numbers of how many people are watching me. I just want to say thank you guys so much. I probably don't know you. I don't know how you found me, but I'm so glad that you've taken the time to watch my videos, and I'm praying that they help you or you're entertained. Either way, it's fine. But that was the picture that God gave me today, was the broken bowl. And there's beauty in the brokenness. Usually we drop a bowl and it'd shatter, and then we're like, well, it's garbage. Somebody still seen the potential of that shattered bowl. They seen the value in that shattered bowl. They seen how many times it could feed somebody, how many times it could bring somebody warmth through a bowl of soup or hot noodles or whatever it is. They seen the value when the bowl didn't even see the value. And it was fixed, and not just fixed with some glue and rubber cement or whatever. It was melded with gold. And then it became priceless. If somebody can see that in a bowl of all things, how much more valuable to God are you? How much more do you think you matter to God than a bowl? There is nothing that will stop him from reaching you if you are ready. You are the only thing that can stop him. He doesn't force a relationship upon us with him. He doesn't force us to turn to him. He doesn't force it, but he's waiting. He's waiting with the gold to put you back together because he sees your value. He sees your worth. He sees your potential in what you could do. He knows you're unstoppable. With God, all things are possible. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Again, I spent too much time and too much money going to therapy. And it didn't help. It didn't fix me. It actually brought more to the surface and made me more insane. And it wasn't until I let my mentor talk to me. And I'm not going to lie, I thought she was crazy. I thought she was nuts. When she would be like, oh yeah, I read this in the Bible and it actually connects to this. And isn't that cool? Like, okay, like our definition of cool is so different. So I thought she was a little nuts, but I already went to therapy. I already did all the other things. I already turned to alcohol and was getting high. And what could it hurt if I just tried this? I'll just try this whole Jesus thing because at this point, why not? And I've been blown away. Blown away. My life hasn't been easy since following Jesus. My life hasn't been a bed of roses. There's always thorns. There's always thorns with a rose. The difference is he blocks me from feeling the intensity of those thorns. I feel them, but I've been cut much deeper without him. So my brokenness, all of it, that I have given to him, he has used. There's not one part of my history and my mistakes and my previous sin and my stupidity that he hasn't used for something beautiful, beautiful, stunning. There's a lot of people right now that is benefiting in my personal life from my brokenness in the past. Had I not gone through that, I wouldn't know how to help them. I would have no idea. Girl. But I would have no idea what steps to take. And when they break, I'm here for them. Because I get it. I can empathize. I know. It's been rewarding. So my challenge to you today is, what brokenness are you not bringing to God? When you hear that with God all things are possible, Are you saying all and understanding the meaning of all? Or are you holding something back? Yeah, God can fix this part, but I'm going to keep this part to myself. No, homie. Let him fix it, because what you think is good now, you don't even know. So, with that, I'm going to go. We're having dinner as a family tonight. My husband's taking us out, so it's going to be a great night. So with that, hold my beer, because I'm going to be following Jesus. Love you guys.